today, so today our topic is marketing ethics. Marketing ethics. In the last class, we discussed about what is the ethics and what are the ethics, values, and morals, and what is the difference between ethics, values, and morals. And already we discussed about what are the sources of ethics, sources of values, and sources of morals. So our next topic is in business. If you take in a business, what are the marketing ethics? That is in a marketing process, how the organization follows some ethics, those are called as a marketing ethics. What is ethical marketing? The ethical marketing means it refers to the application of marketing ethics into the marketing process. Ethical marketing means, that is, if you observe in a market, different type of marketing. Marketing means that is to sell our product. That is to sell our product to the customer. That is in marketing, exchanging of goods and services are occur. So the marketing means that is the marketing starts, that is from identifying the customer to it ends, that is by providing good service to the customer. The marketing process starts, that is from identifying the customer to it ends, that is by giving good service to the customer. So in this marketing, what is the ethical marketing? Ethical marketing means to follow some ethical principles. We also know what are the ethical principles. Ethical principles means that is to earn money by the help of any process, but it does not give any harmful effect to the others or the customer. That is called as a ethics. So in ethical marketing means that is to application of ethical principles in the marketing process is called as a ethical marketing. Marketing ethics has the potential to benefit society as a whole, both in short run and long run. Marketing ethics has the potential to benefit society. That is, in a marketing process, if you follow some ethical principles, it is benefit to the society in a short run as well as in a long run. So short run means that is the 1 month duration or below 1 year duration is called as a short run. And long run means our next generation or from 2 to 10 years period, that is called as a long run. If you follow some ethics in a marketing process, it is beneficial to the society in a short run means at present generation, and in long run means that is in future generation. Study of ethical marketing should be included in applied ethics. Applied ethics, we already discussed about different type of the ethics. What are the normative ethics, applied ethics? So these are the different type of the ethics. Study of ethical marketing should be included in applied ethics and involves examination of whether or not an honest and factual representation. That is an examination of whether or not an honest and factual representation is called as a ethical marketing. Marketing ethics has influenced companies, and their response is to market their products in a more socially responsible way. That is to market the products in a more socially responsible way. Has influenced the companies, and their response is to market. That is mostly the marketing ethics influenced the companies. That is to sell their product, to sell their products in a market in a responsible way. Responsible way means that is to sell the product in the market for a profit. That means for gaining profit, and at the same time to market the product in the, that is to sell the product in a market in a responsible. That means the what are the responsibilities of a citizen? What are the responsibilities of a citizen in India? So that is to market the product for earning the money or for increasing your income, and at the same time that is you do not ignore the responsibility of a citizen. So that way to market the, to sell the product in the market is called as a marketing ethics. The increasing trend of fair trade is an example of the impact of ethical marketing. Increasing trend of fair trade. Fair trade is an example of impact of ethical Marketing, that is trade means that is a like as a business, nothing but business. Increasing the trend of fair trade, that is to fair business is occurring with the help of a ethical marketing. So this is the ethical marketing. Ethical marketing means that is to apply the ethical principle in a marketing process which are beneficial to the society as as in a short run as well as in a long run, and it is helpful to the company and it influences the company, that is to sell their product in a responsible way. The philosophy of marketing is not lost with this newfound ethical slant, but rather hopes to win customer loyalty. That is the philosophy of marketing is not lost with this newfound ethical slant, but rather hopes to win customer loyalty. In general, marketing, that means somebody think that the marketing means that is the to sell the product and to collect the money from the customer. It is not marketing, it is just exchanging of goods. Marketing process is a very long process. It ends, that is by giving good service to the customer. First of all, that is if you want to market or to sell the product in the market, first of all, if you want to sell the product in the market, first of all, to identify the customer taste and preference. That means what type of the customer, that is, the customers are ready to purchase the product. That is what type of the product they are give preference and what is their taste, and the fixing the price at what price they are ready to purchase the product. So these are that is by identifying these taste and preference of the consumer, and next that is to sell the product in the market. And if any problem is arise by our product, that is to provide a good service. To provide a good service is that is a continuous process. That is marketing makes a relationship, continuous relationship between customer and a producer or a salesman. So that is a marketing's main philosophy. With this, by including the ethical principles in the market, ethical principles in a marketing process, that is, it increase the loyalty of customer. That is, the customers are loyal to the brand. If the product, or if a company makes a marketing ethics, or if the company marketing our product with some ethical principles, so in a long run or after some duration, that is the customer are loyal to the particular brand, because that is they identify the ethics in their marketing process. Ethical marketing should not be confused with government regulations brought into force to improve consumer welfare. That is, the ethical marketing should not be confused with the government regulations brought into force to improve consumer welfare. That is, if you include ethical principles in the market, so it improves the customer welfare. It improves customer welfare. So in general, if you observe the government rules and regulations and policies, the government rules, regulations and policies are like that. That is, there is for welfare of the society. Welfare of the society, for example, that is if there are number of diseases or increases in our country, so automatically the government implement the policy as if the companies who, that is a medical companies, that means the medicine producing companies are ready to establish in India, so that is the government provide the licenses without any restrictions. That is one of the government policy, because if the medicine production increases in India, automatically the diseases, that is the diseases in our country decreases, and to provide the medicine with free of cost. So that is the main. So in this situation, that is the government policy is to encourage the medicine industries in India. So like that, in general, the government, each and every policy is, that is for the welfare of the society. And another best example is, if the government's one of the policy is to empower the women, One of the policy is to empower the women. So in these situations, that is to encourage the women. For encouraging the women, the government provides different type of benefits to the women. That is to provide the women for their self-employment with the help of subsidies. The government announced the subsidies. The women who are ready for self-employment, that means if they are ready for establishing the industries, the government provides subsidies and it give licenses without any restrictions to the women. So that is one of the welfare of activity. So generally government's rules and regulations and policies are for welfare of the society. So in this, ethical marketing should not be confused with government regulations brought into force to improve consumer welfare. Marketing ethics. Marketing ethics is the area of applied ethics which deals with the moral principles behind the operation and regulation of marketing. Some areas of marketing ethics overlap with media ethics. Some area of marketing ethics overlap with media ethics. Generally, marketing ethics is one of the applied ethics because it is applicable in the society with moral principles behind the operation and regulation of marketing. Some areas of marketing ethics sometimes overlap with media ethics. Is it like that? If you observe some type of marketing ethics are like as a media, that is it overlap with media ethics. So by understanding these all concepts of marketing ethics, it is clear. Marketing ethics, it is clear now that in a marketing process, that is to follow some ethical principles. What are the ethical principles? That is, which are not give any harmful effect to the customer in a marketing process, and that is to protect the society and to work for the welfare of a customer. Next, marketing ethics include marketing effectiveness, marketing dominance, market research, market segmentation, marketing strategy, and marketing management. What are the ethics includes? First of all, marketing effectiveness. If you implement the ethics in a market, so the market is effective. For example, the best example in a marketing ethics is, that is, if you sell in the product, if you are ready to sell the product in the market, so you tells that is the what are the features of a product and what are the benefits to you by purchasing the product. And so that type of selling is, that is the ethical selling. But if you tells some other features which are not included in the product, that is, if you tell some false features of the product which are not included in the product, so in these situations, that is it is not ethical marketing. Because if the customer, that is he after if the customer purchase the product, that is the false feature is available in the product, and after purchasing this product, that is he is disappointed, or at the same time, that is if the feature is not available, it is useless to the customer. So that type of the ethics, that type of ethical implementation in the marketing is very important. And sometimes selling is occur. If you observe the representatives, door to door selling representatives, so they sell the products, that is by the help of some emotions, with the help of some emotions and sentiments, that they tells, if I want to purchase the product as a today our target is 100 units or 10 units, if I want to sell the product as a 100 or 10 units, so my job is insecure. So that type of emotional dialogues or sentimental dialogues also make as a to market the to sell the product in the market. So this is not a ethical marketing. So the ethical, if you follow ethics in the marketing process, it improve the effectiveness of the marketing, and it develop market research, market segmentation. Segmentation means that is to divide the market into different areas, like as a depending upon the different age group of the customer, and depending upon the different levels of customer, as a middle class people, high class people, and low class people. And market dominance. Next, market management And last one, marketing strategy. So these are the marketing ethics includes. Framework of analysis of marketing ethics. How to analyze the ethics in a marketing, or how to analyze the marketing ethics. First one is process oriented framework. Next one, stakeholder oriented framework. And last one, value oriented framework. Process oriented framework, so that means that is the to follow some ethics in a marketing process, that is to concentrate on the process of a marketing is called as a process oriented framework. And next of all is stakeholder oriented framework. Stakeholders means shareholders. If you observe some of the shares that is in market, that is a in a Sensex, there is some share selling and purchasing process occurs. So the person who purchased the share from a particular company is called as a stakeholder or a shareholder. So the shareholder means that is the indirectly one of the partner of a company, because if the company is in profit, his share value increases, or if the company is in loss, automatically his share value also decreases. So that is, if the company follows some marketing ethics, that is to concentrate the shareholders, is called as a stakeholder oriented framework. And last one is value oriented framework. Value oriented means we already discussed about the what are the values. Values means that is by following some principles, automatically it gives values to you in the society. Like that, that is the companies, that is the to improve the company value, that is the to follow the ethics in a marketing is our main concentration is to increase the company's value in the society, that is called as a value oriented framework. Is marketing inherently evil, damaging personal autonomy, causing harm to competitors, manipulating social values? Marketing has a major impact on yourself, on our self images. People are spending tons of money and are usually more depressed. Marketing or advertising creates artificiality and influences sexual attitudes. So these are the inherently marketing, that is it damage the personal autonomy and causing harm to competitors. For example, competitors. Competitors means that is the company who produce like our product, that is called as a competition to our product, and it creates a competition in the market. For example, if you are producing a refrigerator and same type of the refrigerators are producing number of companies, so automatically the all the companies who are producing the refrigerators are the competitors to you. So that is causing harm to competitors. If you follow some unethical if you follow some unethical competition in a marketing process, it causes harmful to competitors. For example, some companies are that is creates a rumors, different type of rumors, that is the particular company product gives a bad effects and it is dangerous by using the product, it causes health problems. So that type of rumors are creating, because that is if the other company's goodwill decreases, or if the customer in the customer minds they create bad impression on other company products, so their company's product sales increases. So that is not a good competition, it is not a good competition, so it is cause a very harm to competitors. So the good competition environment in the market is, that is you sell your product by improving your product features, quality, appearance, or that is providing different type of best service to the customer. So that is a good competition, that is by decreasing the other company's goodwill with the help of some rumors. If you increase your product, if you increase your product sales, that is not called as a good competition, it causes a harm to competitors. At the same time, that is if you follow some unethical principles in a marketing process, it decreases the social values. Social values, that means that is after some time or after some period, that is the society or the customer does not give any value to the marketing or any value to the producers. List of unethical pricing practices. So pricing, we already know. So what is the pricing? Pricing means that is the company which fixes a price for a particular product is called as a pricing. For example, if you are a producer, you produce a particular product. For example, if you produce a soap, the soap cost for production is 100 rupees. So you are ready to sell in the market that is above 100 rupees because your production cost is, that is for producing the product, your expenses are 100 rupees. So you are not ready to sell the product at the same price because without benefit, no one or in the society, nobody can work without benefit. So without benefit, you are not ready to sell the product in the market. So for this, that is you fix the price for the product as a 110 rupees or 120 or 105 rupees. That is your wish, but more than 100. So that is called as a pricing. So in this pricing practice, what are the unethical pricing practices? Unethical pricing practices are, first one is bid rigging. Bid rigging. So bid rigging means that is somebody sell the products in a market as a bid. That means a bundles. So in this bundle selling processes, that is they fix the price very high, and they does not, they fix the price as a very high and customer did not identify it. That is called as a bid ripping. And dumping. Dumping is one of the pricing policy. So that is to follow some unethical pricing policies. Predatory pricing, price skimming, price fixing, price discrimination, price war, super competitive pricing, variable pricing. So these are the different type of unethical pricing. For example, if you take as a price skimming, price skimming. So price skimming means that is to skim the price. That means in some situations, that is the companies sell the product in a market very high price. That is, this type of price skimming is generally occur when a new technology is enter into the market. When a new technology is enter into the market, that means you are the only producer for producing the product. So in these situations, that is to sell the product with very high price. When that is the production cost for producing the product is 100 rupees, but you sell the product in the market as a 10,000 rupees. That is very high. This type of price fixing is price skimming. So for example, if you take that present situations, there is no vaccine or medicine is available in the market for corona. So in these situations, if you conduct some research, or if your company conducts some research and it identify the vaccine or it invent the vaccine, so automatically you purchase the product with a very high price, because there is no option to the customer or the patients who are affected to the this type of, who are affected this particular disease. So this type of price fixing is called as a price skimming. So this is one of the unethical practice, that is to produce the, after producing the product, to sell in the market as a reasonable price, which is helpful to the customer, that is to purchase each and everybody, that is all levels are, all class peoples are ready to purchase. But if you sell the product in a market as a very high, so it is not available to some low and middle class people. So that is one of the unethical practice is price skimming. Next, variable pricing. Variable pricing means there is no fixed price for the product. No fixed price for the product. If you are if you have a good bargaining capacity, so automatically that is you pay the price as a very less when comparing to comparing to other people's or your friends, because if you have a good bargaining capacity, automatically the company decreases that is the company give more discount to you. And at the same time, that is if some people say they do not bargain about the product price, so automatically the company charges very high price to a particular product, that is called as a variable pricing. So variable pricing means that is a one of the type of the frauding the innocent peoples. Innocent peoples, to fraud the innocent peoples is called as a variable pricing. That is a depending upon their bargaining capacity, that is you fix the price to different peoples as a different. So this is the one of the unethical pricing practices. And next of all, price war. So price war is also one of the unethical practices, and at the same time supra competitive pricing is also one of the unethical practices. That means that if the more and more competition is arise in the market, more and more competition is arise in the market, so automatically the each and every company, that is that to decrease the price of the product, to decrease the price of the product as a very less. So by this less price, new company does not enter into the market for selling the same type of the product, because you are fixing very less price, so it does not gives you profit. And at the same time, the new company is not ready to enter into the market with losses, for selling the product with losses. So that is one of the unethical practice, because to avoid the entry of the new companies and the competitors in the market is also one of the unethical pricing practices. And next one is price discrimination. So price discrimination means that is a different discrimination means that is to provide different type of prices upon the same product, that is depending upon the area, and purchasing capacity of the customer. Like as a if you purchase a product as a 1 unit or 2 units, the company charges very high price, and another customer who is ready, so the price skimming, price discrimination. So these are the some type of unethical pricing practices in a marketing. Price discrimination means that is the company's charges, that is the company sell the product in the market as a different prices to different customers. That is the customer who are ready to purchase the product as a bulk, they charges very less price when comparing to the customer who purchase the product in the market as a 1 or 2 units. So that type of price differentiation is one of the pricing practices. So in this pricing practices, so that is some of the unethical pricing practice. These are all as a unethical pricing practices. So next one is ethical pitfalls in advertising and promotions. So in general, advertising means that is to give awareness to the public as a particular feature product is available in the market. That is to tell you about that is to give awareness or information to the public as a some features product is available in the market, and who fulfill the necessities of the some needs of the customers. So such type of awareness is called as a advertising. In general, that is we provide the advertisement by the help of newspapers, TV channels, and some type of the announcement. So these are all the one of the type of the advertising practices. And some products or some companies are promote their product, that is by launching the product in the market by the help of that is they launch the product in the market as a product promotions. So in this product launching, that is they give full demo to the product, full demo about the product, to the public. So by the help of these promotion activities, it gives more awareness to the public, that is the product containing a different feature when comparing to other products in the market, or the product containing as a, or the product includes a extra feature in the, that is the company includes extra feature in the product which is more beneficial to the customer. So this type of the advertising and promotions are there helpful to the company for increasing their sales, that is for increasing their sales, and they increase the production capacity. So what are the ethical pitfalls in advertising and promotions? Issues over truth and honest, issues with violence, sex and profanity, taste and controversy, negative advertising techniques. So these are the ethical pitfalls in advertising and promotions. That is a negative advertising techniques. Negative advertising techniques means that is in competition. I already told you that is a negative advertising techniques means that to give negative advertisement to other company products. In general, advertisement means that is to tells about the what are the features, what are the uses of our product. But negative advertisement means that is to tell other company products what are the negatives of other company products and what are the drawbacks of other company products is called as a negative advertising. So this is the one of the unethical. Advertising ethical means that is you tells your product features and what are the uses of your product and how they are useful to the customer. That is ethical advertising. But unethical advertising means that is instead of giving advertisement that is a positive features of your products, that is some companies gives or companies give advertisement about a negative features of other companies product. And taste and controversies, issues of violence and issues of truth and honesty. So these are ethical pitfalls in advertising and promotions. Next, ethical issues and society. What are the examples of ethical issues and societies are involvement in the community, honesty, truthfulness, and fairness in the marketing. That is in ethical issues. That is the companies are ready to involve in the community, and that is to behave as a honesty, truthfulness, and fairness in marketing. That is fair pricing to provide the product with a fair price to the customer and to sell the product that is by telling its the actual features to the customer. So the type of fair marketing, and that is the for in a advertising process or in a selling process or in a price fixing, the company follows some honesty and truthfulness, use of animals in product testing. That is some companies, for example, we already told that is the medicine, that is some for after producing the medicine, each and every company, each and every pharma company, that is that first time if the company launches the new product or that is it conduct the research on producing a new medicine, first time it apply on the animals only, not the human being. So that is one of the ethical practice, use of animals in product testing. Agricultural practices example, intensive farming. Agricultural practices as a intensive farming, the degree of safety built into product design, that is in designing the product, that is to follow some safety build, to follow some safety build. That means, for example, if you design a new house, so automatically in designing the new house you also follow some safety principles, such as a fire safety precautions in building the house, or say fire safety precautions in constructing the company. So that type of safety designs, that is if you design any product which is attractive to the customer, but at the same time in your design you follow some safety. Donation to good causes. Donation to good causes means if the company which is benefited, which get more and more profits by purchasing the customers in the market. So by the help of the customer society, by the help of customer support, by the help of the customer support to the company, that is the company gains more and more profit. So by this cause, that is to give some, to make some welfare to the society, to make some welfare to the society, like any harmful or if any affected is occur to the community which is near your industry, which is surrounded to your industry. So that is to give some donations which are good to cause. The extent to which a business accepts its alleged responsibility for mishaps, spillages, and leaks. That is one of the responsibility is if you establish a industry which release some polluted or some harmful particles in the environment. That is, if you establish an industry which releases some harmful particles, such as the harmful particles are like as that is it cause air pollution or water pollution, and to follow some safety precautions, that is the which are not gives any harmful to harmful effects to the surrounded community. The selling of addictive products, example tobacco, that is one of the ethical issues in society is if you sell the product like as a tobacco or some type of the hard drink. So these are the one of the ethical issues in the society, because they are causing some diseases, or they are causing some health problems to the customers. But the companies are sell most of the companies are selling these products in the market, but it is a way unethical to the society. Involvement in the arms trade means the some types of arms manufacturing and which are selling in the market is also one of the unethical, like as a guns and some type of some type of arms like as a which are harmful to the society, like as the guns and some type of knives which are causes very harmful to the society. Next, trading with repressive regimes. Trading with repressive regimes also one of the unethical issues which are harmful to the society. So these are the ethical issues and societies as a involvement in the community, use of animal to product testing, donation to good causes, selling additive products, involvement in the armed trades, and donation to good causes. So these are the some of the ethical issues and society. So today class we discuss about what are the marketing ethics and how the marketing ethics are harmful, how the marketing ethics are useful to the society, and what are the unethical pricing practices, and what are the marketing inherently evils. So these are the today topics. In next